I have never seen such an exciting wilderness survival challenge. Being naked with someone of the opposite sex without any food. A challenge to survive in the wilderness for 21 days. During this time, only one survival item can be carried. Success will earn you $100,000. Who would you most like to bring with you? The girl's name is Kathy. She is a fitness coach. She runs her own gym. She usually enjoys challenging herself. She once set a world record by inline skating 3,219 kilometers. She set a world record. Although she has shown interest in wilderness survival since childhood, she is passionate about wilderness survival. However, she is afraid of snakes and various wild animals. She participates in the challenge to overcome her fears. The boy's name is Aaron. He is a stay-at-home husband. He usually either stays home taking care of the kids or goes fishing. The life of living off his wife feels a bit lackluster to him. As soon as he learned about this challenge, he immediately registered for it secretly behind his wife's back. The jungle of Belize in Central America once housed ancient Mayan cities. There are deadly Fordelance vipers here, wild boars, and the highest population of jaguars in Central America. In addition, there are tens of thousands of botflies. Their larvae like to parasitize humans, feeding on flesh and blood. After a few weeks, they emerge as adults by breaking the skin. The two take the production team's $9.99 pickup truck, arriving at the challenge location. As per tradition, they start by shedding their clothes for mosaics. After meeting, they do a brief self-introduction. Besides the complimentary fire starter, Aaron brought a machete, while Kathy brought a mosquito net, pulling out the map to confirm directions. This area could flood at any moment. They must move to higher ground. On the way, Aaron compliments Kathy on her curvy figure. Wow, are you trying to go back and sleep on the floor? Soon, they arrived at a large tree. The area was elevated, and there was a water source nearby. They decided to prepare here. After a few hours of hard work, a luxurious double grass hut was completed. As long as it didn't shake too much at night, stability shouldn't be an issue. The next day arrived. Since they didn't make a fire, the two decided to drink the spring water directly. Although it wasn't very useful, it provided some psychological comfort. After replenishing their fluids, they returned to prepare to start a fire. After rubbing for a bit, a flame immediately sprang up. 3 out of the 4 essential survival elements were prepared. They were just missing a source of protein. It was food 100 times better than beef. The two took the mosquito net to the edge of the stream. Judging by the fish activity, they should have some success. They spread the mosquito net as wide as possible and quickly scooped at the fish school. They caught more than 10 fish. Kathy skewered the fish on a stick and chose to roast them directly over the fire. Aaron picked some allspice leaves. This thing tastes between cinnamon and clove. It also has a hint of pepper. Wrap the small fish in the leaves and steam it. Kathy looked down on it. She picked up the grilled fish and started tasting it. The fishy taste hit her hard after one bite. It was so bad it deserves an award for being terrible. It was truly disgusting. Soon, Aaron's beggar's chicken was also ready. Just by looking at him, you can tell this guy has watched a lot of food shows. He was quite proficient with the small chopsticks. After tasting a bite, oh my gosh! The flavor is comparable to a 5-star restaurant. Generously, he picked up a small piece and handed it to Kathy to taste. After she finished eating, Kathy wanted to swap her grilled fish for his. You think I'm stupid? After eating and drinking enough, the two came out to explore other resources. Ahead, they stumbled upon a small spicy stick. With such a small frame, swinging a stick twice, he sent it to meet its maker. However, the two of them did not plan to eat it. They thought it was too small to even fill a gap in their teeth. Wow, after just filling up, he was so confident in his words. Time has reached the 5th day. A piece of fabric was found in the jungle. It was probably left behind by the neighboring tribe. The handy Kathy decided to use it to make Aaron a pair of triangle shorts. To give the manuscript a home as well. They had tasted the sweetness before. The two continued to fish by the river. But this time, they caught nothing. If only they had saved the spicy strips from before. Now the two were once again searching for food, hungry. Not far away, there was a huge palm tree. Later, the palm heart could become a buffet. But the trunk was too thick, and they didn't have the strength to support it. They could only temporarily give up on the food within reach. Time has reached the 8th day. After a good rest, Kathy came back to chop trees vigorously. Aaron felt that this cost was too high and not worth it at all. Preserving energy was the right choice. In the blink of an eye, another day passed. Kathy had the idea of getting honey. As they say, fortune favors the brave. The good news is that they weren't stung by bees. The bad news is that there was no honey in the beehive. Suddenly, a storm broke out at night. Trees around them were constantly falling. Both of them were so scared that they hurriedly took shelter under the hut. The next morning when they woke up, the surroundings were full of signs of devastation. The campfire had also been extinguished. They needed to reinforce the shelter and the roof again. Kathy still couldn't stop thinking about the palm heart. After all, this was the only reliable food source. After Aaron finished the roof, he relaxed in a cold bath. Time had come to the 13th day. Aaron woke up to find he had been bitten by a botfly. He could feel the worms wriggling in the blood clot. To be honest, if it were a bit lower, it would be quite dangerous. When he returned, he almost couldn't enjoy his soft food. The next few days brought more storms. The two were trapped at the campsite. This continued until the 17th day. Due to the lack of a campfire, both suffered greatly from mosquitoes and botflies. Aaron was starting to emotionally break down. Kathy, seeing this, had silently prepared herself to be alone. In the blink of an eye, another 2 days passed. There were currently no other options. The two still pinned their hopes on the palm tree. They continued taking turns chopping for several hours. They finally succeeded in knocking it down. The palm heart inside certainly did not disappoint them. It provided them with a great boost of carbohydrates and sugars. A full 4 kilograms of food. Sticking it out for 21 days is also a piece of cake. Alright, that's it for this episode.